Hello everyone, Storm 101 here. Today we'll be taking a look into severe weather potential for tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. And we're going to get started with the Storm Prediction Center's outlook. Just refreshed. So tonight we got general thunderstorms just from the Rockies into Wisconsin. Not really much severe weather to deal with there. But then here we go in for tomorrow. So if they get a marginal risk stretching into southern Wisconsin, all the way back down into the New Mexico and Texas border, and they got enhanced risk. A chunk of people. There's quite a bit of people in the enhanced risk. They got it for portions of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Kansas. There, the enhanced risk goes in for over 13 million slight, over 15 million in the marginal yearly, about 23 million. So we can have some tornadoes. That's a possibility. Wind and damage winds and hail will probably be your primary threats. So we may get a tornado, we may not, but right now it's looking to be a low threat because there's something going in the atmosphere that's not really going to let tornadoes go, but it's definitely going to make the hail large. It's about a cold air. It's a lot of cold air in the atmosphere, and it doesn't really let tornadoes develop into the aloft. So, there you go on that one. Here we go into day 3. They got an enhanced risk for portions of Louisiana and Mississippi and a small portion of Alabama. Again, your general risk of severe thunderstorms, which is a marginal, stretches from Illinois and Indiana back down to Texas and Florida in there. Your main threats is looking to be more of a damaging wind threat. We may get a brief spin of a tornado because what it's looking to be is just a squall on of storms. It's basically it's just really all it is. It's just a squall on of storms, basically. And it's going to be affecting these areas here. Your best chance for damaging winds will be in your enhanced risk area. Now, if we go to the 4 to 8 day outlook here. So here we go. Here's day 4. You got a slight risk or 50% stretching from Maryland all the way back down to Florida. You probably get to see some changes. Like Maryland, you'll probably just be in a marginal risk. Back down to Florida, probably a very similar thing. So, yeah. And you're looking to be your best chance of damaging winds. It's looking to be like portions of the Carolinas and Georgia, maybe even Florida as well, to get into that. So, alright, model people, let's go ahead and get into the models here. So here's your helicity values for tomorrow. Your prime time severe weather potential is really 5 o'clock. So we do not have much helicity around, which is makes it like horizontal or vertical shear, makes wind rotate up and down in the atmosphere, and that's what causes tornado potential. So we don't really have much of high values. It was at 10% earlier this morning, but it's been downgraded to 5%. Well, there is some things in there. It's going to prevent these tornadoes to develop. Like, for example, we don't have much helicity. Your lift index, very strong lift there. You may even get a lot of overshooting tops, which creates big-time hail. This is really stretches from looking to be portions of Kansas back down to Oklahoma, back down into Texas there. So very high values of lift there. Your wind shear, however, not great at all, which is good news there. Storm chasers, it's not. They've been really waiting on to have a good chase in the plains, which is your prime time tornado threat perimeter. So right now, what it's looking to be not too much severe weather to go on. I think this will stay as the enhanced risk. Most likely not going to see it upgrade to moderate risk with this here. Just gonna let you all guys know. We do have some high 20s, but it's okay. So it's okay. Your Cape and Shear, we do have some over 1,000 areas back down in Oklahoma. There, and your Cape, it's pretty high. You don't really have a problem with Cape. 3,500, very unstable atmosphere. This also does increase hail potential as well. Alrighty, let's go ahead and go into the next day, which is Thursday. Major change with Cape here. You get some Cape values in Indiana, around 300, 400, somewhat. But if you get a little bit further south, it gets like up to 500, 700. Then boom, you reach 2,000 in Louisiana there. So limited Cape, not really a very unstable atmosphere we're looking at here. Your Cape and Shear is pretty high in Louisiana with 1,500, which is a lot there. Your wind shear, you got 30s. We got high 40s up in the north, but you can tell when there's very limited Cape here. That's why your marginal risk goes all the way up here, because you got other ingredients there, but you got limited Cape, though. As you can tell here, low pressure is actually like near Memphis at this point here. It'll be going northeast, northeast, basically. Your Cape and Shear value, oh wait a minute, going the wrong way, whoops. Your lift index is pretty high down in Louisiana. So far, Louisiana may get hit hard again, like New Orleans or Baton Rouge, for those places there. -9, pretty high. Your helicity, oh boy. Let me show you I got something real quick. I think it's 8 o'clock. Yeah, here you go. You got helicity values nearly 900. And then, boom. 1,000. 1,010. That's a lot of helicity. You can tell about the wind rotation here. There's a low pressure here. South of this here, it's got best chance of severe weather potential. You got a surface low here in Tennessee. You may get some tornado potential going along with this, like parts of southern Kentucky into central Tennessee, back down into Alabama around 8 o'clock. Bad news is it's going to be a little bit of an overnight threat. But that's very high, nearly 1,000. That's a lot of helicity. Alright, let's go into the last day, which is Friday. So, your severe weather threat potential increases on the northern side of things. You got helicity up to 300 in North Carolina there. Your lifting index, it's very low. It's -3. It decreases hail potential there. Wind shear in the 40s. Cape and Shear very low here. You got some 70s and 80s, 700s and 800s there. And Cape is very limited here. So right now your best chance of severe weather on the last day is going for the Carolinas so far. That's 8 o'clock. Florida, you probably get a pretty good chance as well. You do have Cape values around 1,000, so y'all do have a chance as well. So, wrong one. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with tomorrow. Your dew points are very good. Didn't show you that, but I do know dew points are going to be pretty high. So that there's no problem with that. Cape, no problem. Helicity, not a lot, but it's still good enough for tornado development. Your left index, no problem with that. Wind shear and the jet stream, they're good. And here's your severe weather threats. I did some changes here. I do apologize with the changes. I'm just trying to get comfortable with my forecasting and trying not to confuse y'all guys, because that location, in my opinion, was kind of stupid what I've done there. So I'm trying to make it pretty simple here. I said here twice. So your damage wins 30%. You can see here the E means enhance. Large hail 30%. SIG means significant. So that could be, you may get to see some hail 2 inches plus in diameter. Over 2 inches. That's some very large hail. That's also at E. Tornadoes, however, it's a 5%. It's a little bit low, but it's at a slight risk. So your overall risk is an enhanced risk there. And here you go. Here, this is where I'm making forecast maps again. Here, and that's the wrong date. Wait. Yeah, that's the right date. Never mind. So day 2, April 16th, 2019. I'm doing severe weather maps again. So I got a marginal risk stretching from Minnesota, Wisconsin, back down into, the Texas and Mexico border. I got a slight risk stretching from Iowa into Texas. I got enhanced risk for portions of Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. Now, Kansas is just because of large hail. On the southern side is your damage to winds. So we may get to see your enhanced risk push a little bit more into Kansas just because of the hail threat there. Alrighty, let's go ahead and go into day 3. This is also an enhance here. Your dew points are very good. Your capes is good. It's limited, but it's good enough for severe weather development. Just for the south, though. This is a little bit more focused on the south than the northern side of all things. Your helicity, very good on that. Lift index is good. Wind shear and your jet stream is very good there. Your severe weather threats here, damage and winds will lead as the primary threat. Secondary threats will be your large hail and tornadoes. So overall, it's an enhanced risk there. My confidence is at 80% on this here. And here we go with another forecast map here. And I meant to say day 3. Day 3. There you go. So, what I've got going on here, I got marginal risk stretching from Illinois to Indiana and Kentucky and Missouri, all the way back down to Louisiana and Georgia and Florida. Similar situation with a slight risk. Your enhanced risk goes in for portions of Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana. Your primary threats could be damaging winds. Like I said, there's going to be a squall line, probably stretching from probably Iowa all the way back down into the Gulf Coast states there. So, now squall lines can stretch for hundreds of miles. So, it's going to be a very long squall line there. Your marginal risk area like these here between here, it's like at a 5% there. Your hail and tornado threat are low. I think there's a 2% chance of tornadoes right around here. Your 5% is going to be like right in here, basically. But I don't really have enough time to make those kind of maps. So yeah, this is all I've got for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoy this severe weather update. By the way, this system is not going to bring really much of any snow. So no problems with snow. This is going to be all severe weather type of a system there as well. So yeah, if you do like this video, hit the like button. If you really do like my channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification so you never miss an upload. If you got any questions, go ahead and put in the comment section down below. I'll try to reply to them. I'll see you